Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros. Acknowledge us. Yes, yes, yes. Acknowledge us. What is up, people? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with the Bros alongside Fair, who has our Twitter handle on the screen, WWTV 2024, and also to the man who says that Drew McIntyre deserves better, James, all the way from Jay-Z. You know what? I feel the pain. I feel the pain coming through the screen right now. I don't have to ask James how he's feeling, so I'm going to ask Fair how he's feeling because I think we all know how James is feeling right now. Hence, by the name of his title uh, for tonight. So, Fair, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm doing great, Everything's right in the world. My tribal chief is giving me good wrestling content. So I am happy to see it and talk about it. So let's go.
You know what? First of all, shout out to our wonderful executive producer, Smitty, who's in the background taking care of things. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll ask. I'll 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 play along. Fair, not fair. James, how are you feeling, man?
This is one of the worst weeks in wrestling history. It's
Ooh.
one of the worst recent weeks in wrestling history. Drew McIntyre got robbed again because we have to sit there and deal with the Cody Rhodes. I am a real American. Part two. That's what's going on right now. He said that's not going to work for me, brother. It's not going to work for me, brother. So now we get Cody and Randy at WrestleMania, which is something that was cool that I had an idea for until Drew won the title. And now all of a sudden Drew lost the belt, and now we're going back to Cody and Randy because his company just refuses to have anybody other than Cody Rhodes walk into WrestleMania as champion. Apparently now that's the goal for the next 600 years, according to Triple H. We went from the reign of terror with him actually reigning the terror of all the world championship runs, now the booking of terror. This is what we're in right now. This is what we're going through. Drew McIntyre Nation. This is awful. This is bullshit. We got robbed. We deserve better. But otherwise than that, everything else is good. Working a lot of overtime, saving up some money, going to Wrestling in the Garden in 2 weeks. I'm excited for that. So, yeah, otherwise than that, everything else is all well. But in the wrestling world, awful, terrible, worst week of all time. I had to sit there. I had to defend Drew McIntyre, and now this happens, and it's the worst possible outcome for everybody. Absolutely dog shit.
Sucks,
Carried on.
doesn't it? Sucks.
Awful.
It didn't happen with the bloodline. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This didn't happen with the
It's
bloodline. That's
because
all I'm saying.
it's the Samoan mind control in Triple H's head.
Nah,
That's what
no,
it
no,
is.
no,
It's
no, 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 no.
that's what it is. It's
No,
a
no,
Samoan
no.
mind control.
Y'all,
Just
y'all
just what
cried.
we
Y'all
thought.
cried for that main event. Y'all wanted Cody to finish the story. You let him finish the story and gave him some power. Doesn't work for me, brother. Doesn't work for me. That's what you get.
Yeah, but he was willing to at least lose the belt.
You get
At least he was willing to lose the belt.
that
It
is
wasn't a
what
4 year
you get.
snore fest.
That's what you get. Don't lie and
It
say the
wasn't. It wasn't a
bloodline
4 year
story is a
snore fest.
snore fest. Don't lie. Stop lying. Stop
It was
lying.
no. It was good.
Stop
It's one of the
lying.
best
It
stories in
was
wrestling
good. It
history.
was one of the best stories
It's
in
one of the best
wrestling
stories.
history, but it was a snore fest. Couldn't start the show. Let's talk
It
about this
was
Spider-Man trailer real quick.
at the end. It was
It
at the
just
end. It was a snore fest.
ah, ah, eh.
It only got Solo Sikoa
Saying
carried the
you
back
saying the
half of
same.
that story. All
Y'all been
right.
saying the same shit for 2 years, and then you complain about the booking of the man you fucking wanted to win the title. I don't want to hear this shit no more. Like deal with it. I'm over here now. Deal with it.
I'll do. Look, I
I'm
dealing with
over
it.
here. I'm trying to build up this
I think cut the
credibility over here
expensive.
with the new big gold.
The guy at the bottom of my handle right here, Drew McIntyre
Hey,
deserves better. I know he'll never see this,
hey,
but if he does, you deserve better, man.
them supers, them super Cenas and them super Codys that it's a sacrificial lamb. John Cena was CM Punk. Cody Rhodes is Drew McIntyre. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. That's how it works. Jews all elite, I guess.
Speaking of which, before we get into that, the pay per view on Sunday was fantastic.
AEW's.
It was a fantastic pay per view.
I missed it. What
Really
was
good.
what was? Oh, I was watching the WBC. That's why
I
I
will
was
say
watching the
I
WBC.
was too. I was going back and
Yeah,
forth.
I was trying to keep like I've seen a couple. I think I've seen the Will Ospreay return, and then I think Edge and Christian returned, something like that. But I was mostly looking at clips, but I was watching the World Baseball Classic. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was going back and forth. So I had Revolution on my monitor back here, and then I had the World Baseball Classic on my iPad. So I
Mhm.
had was watching, kind of like listening to one and watching the other one. So no, very good pay per view. Tony Khan continues to deliver on them. The only thing I hate, like I said, is it goes on forever. Um, Hangman Adam Page can't challenge for the title no more. So that's going to be interesting going forward because that's the same thing Cody Rhodes did. So I'm interested to see what they do with that. The next pay per view I think is Wrestle Dream in Vancouver. I think that's April 12th, I believe. And then Double or Nothing is coming to Queens, which I'm gonna try to get to in attendance because I haven't been to an AEW show in probably 3 or 4 years now. So it's been a while for me, and I'm trying to get back to see real graps, if you will.
You know what? I don't know when the next time I'm gonna go to a damn wrestling event.
I know when I'm
Cause
going.
shit's getting so hot. Oh wait a minute. So that so for those that don't know, Austin 316 was on 316 was on Mondays, which was Austin 316 day. So for all you wrestling fans out there, that you had a chance to get a discount on upcoming WWE pay per view, or not pay per view, but live shows and different Raw and SmackDown shows that are coming up. So if you took advantage of it, good for you. Somebody on this panel was able to do that. They took advantage of it. I won't say no names, James, but nevertheless, he was able to score a great deal of some tickets because he's going to the Garden. So congrats to him for that. All right, let's jump right into what is the important issue at hand, which is that new Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. First of all, James, have you seen it? Because I know you were working today.
I did.
Okay, you did
I
see it.
seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen it at like 1:30. Yeah, you guys can go first.
No, I was man, hey, we're eating good this year.
Yeah.
If you're a moviegoer or if you're a video game person or both, you're gonna be eating good this summer because for one, you have Spider-Man Brand New Day. You also have the new Steven Spielberg film, which he's getting back to his alien type movie roots. He's getting back to
Hmm.
that. The name escapes me. You have the Odyssey, the new Christopher Nolan film that's coming out later on this year, and you have Dune 3, which is coming out this year as well too. So that is very good.
That
That is
got
very
announced too.
exciting. Yeah, yeah. Dune 3 got announced. That's
Oh.
coming out later. I think in August. I want to say August
I
or September
think isn't
or
that
later on
going
this year.
up against Doomsday?
I
Oh,
think it is. I think you're right.
oh
I
boy.
If
think they
if,
haven't. I
if
think they announced the same time, and one of them haven't moved off the date yet. I'm fully because it's both Disney, I think, right? Isn't Doom Disney or is it
No,
Sony? I
no,
don't remember. Um,
no. It's Warner Brothers. Dune is Warner Brothers.
Doom is Warner Brothers. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Like you can't leave those two movies on the same day. That is undercutting yourself a lot.
Is it
One of
though?
Yeah.
them, yeah, bro. But somebody's there, bro. People are going. I know I'm going to watch both, but there's not a lot
Well,
of people that watch one and not the other. That's not.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah. Because if you
Man, I'm
drop it
not
on the
paying
same day,
at
yeah,
post prices. Nah,
yeah, that's true.
maybe
Because
I get that a couple weeks later, which is
yeah,
probably still fine. But
yeah, because I'm thinking in my head like I don't want to see Doomsday get moved up. So, well, move
you don't
back,
want to see it get moved up.
back. I don't want to
I
see
don't
it
know.
get
I think
pushed
they will
back.
move it up. I think they
Yeah,
will
I
move it to Thanksgiving weekend if they move it up.
see now that would be interesting because there's nothing. I don't think there's a movie coming out in November that I know of at all. So if they put it on like Black Friday weekend, like you said, like Thanksgiving weekend, like that first day,
I think
whoo,
that'll flood.
yeah.
That would flood, bro.
Wait.
They would
Well, see.
absolutely do numbers.
Well, here's the problem with it coming out in the. Well, not saying that people won't do it, but if GTA 6 comes out in November, like it's still scheduled to, hey, people at the move. Hey, November is gonna be a bad month for a lot of for people who are having movies coming out. So
Nah,
I'm just saying.
because
Well, like
you can pre-buy, you can buy that shit in July. We can play the game and then take some time out to go watch Avengers Doomsday now. Like that ain't gonna help. That ain't gonna hurt them at all.
Well, I don't. Well, I think Doomsday is still gonna come out in December. Me, I think they're gonna move it up just a little bit to beat out Dune because I'm gonna be honest. If they both come out at the same weekend, Dune might as well go ahead and kill
Pack it
themselves
up.
because it's a wrap. It's a
Pack it
wrap,
up.
dog. Um, but yeah, no. Back to this. But back to this Spider-Man uh trailer, the first one that dropped finally, because they were dropping little clips here and there the day before, but it finally dropped. And I must say, I am very excited, especially if they're going in the route that I think a lot of people are predicting that they're going to go with the Man Spider arc. And the Hulk is going to be in it. They didn't show the Hulk in this one, but Punisher we know is in it. Jean Grey we know is in it. We do know that the Scorpion is in it as well too, and the Hand is going to be in it as well. And also they showed a clip of Daredevil, Sheila, which is Kingpin's assistant, and Daredevil. She's in it giving the key to the city to Spider-Man, which kind
Hmm.
of lets me know or gives me the impression that Kingpin is not going to be the mayor at the end of season 2 here for Daredevil Born Again. So uh, a lot of good stuff in there. I don't know if you would have. I don't know if Marvel should have let that out of the bag just yet, as far as Sheila being, giving Spider-Man the key to the city, since that's a Daredevil uh, thing. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she's giving the key to the
Yeah,
city
but
because Fitz got hurt. I don't know.
she's 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 his assistant. Maybe sometimes she handles that. Like, there's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
all the time where the actual mayor hands somebody the key to the city, or if they were off somewhere, or if somebody got hurt. Like, there's different reasons why an assistant or an executive secretary or whatever would do that. So I don't know if that, to me, indications is that they're running as far as the Daredevil thing. Fifth is going to be mayor for both season 2 and 3 because they already announced season 3 and they said
Oh
the
yeah,
the
they did.
season
Yeah,
2
they
runs
did.
into season 3 and it's not that much of a turnaround. I don't think there's nothing in the season that they can just have him come out, or maybe that's the ending. I don't know, but hopefully when this comes out, because I'm so hamped for Daredevil next week. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I don't think that is you said the Man Spider thing. I don't think that is Man Spider. I think
Okay.
that's Venom.
You think that's Venom?
I think that's Venom. I think Venom, because remember, Venom left a piece of himself before he went back to his universe. I think that's Venom. He found Peter. and that's him going through the changes that the Venom symbiote gave to his body. Because if you notice, his webbing got stronger. It's like all steely now. He got organic
Hmm.
webs.
Organic web, yeah.
Venom didn't have the web shooters. He had organic webs. So I think that's Venom, and I think the it's a trilogy he's about to go through. So I think Venom is kind of going to take over through the end, and however we see Spider-Man is going to be with Venom. It's going to be Venom Spider-Man, and then throughout his
Hmm.
trilogy, we'll see the battle through Venom with that.
But isn't Tom Holland? Isn't he about done doing Spider Man? Because
He
I
signed
think
three. He
I
signed
think
three more movies.
oh he did sign. Okay,
So
I
this is
thought he
going
was
to be
at the
the
very end.
story arc through the three movies. Is introduced to Venom. Venom is good. Then Venom turns bad in the second, whatever the movie is, and then three is when he fights Venom, whoever they cast for Venom.
Okay, no, I thought this was the end of his contract with Marvel. Okay, all right then.
Yeah,
All right,
but
all right,
he
then.
got
That makes
two more
sense.
movies after this, and whatever they
All
use
right,
in the Avenger stuff.
James, go right ahead, man.
So, as a Spider-Man kid, um, I'm always happy to see when the movie comes out. I like how it's kind of hitting the roots again, like
Hmm.
very grounded, very much like on the street,
Street
Hmm.
level.
not dealing
Hmm.
with aliens and fucking Thanos and whatever, Doctor Strange and whatever. I'm interested to
Although he
see.
might be, because they said the
Yeah,
part where he was swinging away with the girl, that was him saving somebody from the void. So they're gonna tie it into that too. My bad for jumping
yeah,
in. Yeah.
yeah. To the Thunderbolts.
So
Yeah, I'm sorry.
okay, so there goes that. I think it's going to be good because I feel like it's a different take on Spider-Man. I feel like they're in this iteration of it. They're going to make it more grounded. I feel, and I like how you see the struggle that he's going to have because Spider-Man's a character of struggle. He's not a roses are red, violets are blue kind of character. He's very much my life sucks kind of guy. So that's why I'm interested to see how they do this because he went from being Peter Parker, kind of happy go lucky in the first two, and then the third, it kind of all switched on him. Right now, I
Hmm.
want to
Hmm.
see what he's like by himself, with him dealing with the issues of being Spider-Man and grasping like both sides of the sword, if you will, between being Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Um, I want to see how they kind of approach the MJ and Ned thing again because they do hint at them a lot in the trailer. Um, I want to see how far they introduce Jean Grey into this. If she's in, I know she's in it, but maybe she's under a different name or whatever. I don't know. But I heard something about Rachel Summers. That might be her name. If that's the case, I wonder if
No,
they tie
Jean
it
Grey.
into.
They haven't announced that it is Jean Grey, but the person who was cast to be Jean Grey is in Spider Man. They just haven't said her name as the person yet.
Mm,
If you get what
okay.
I'm saying.
So yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm just ready to go for it. I mean, I know it's a long way away. It's basically August, so we got a long way to get there. But I want to see what Disney's iteration is of the grounded Spider-Man is because I think the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 are very good movies, and I feel like they hit on a lot of different um, things
I
of
agree with that.
Spider-Man being like you know what's the word I'm looking for here, like
Fanboy.
not even fanboy, more like what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now.
What
Like
is a fanboy?
depressed, I guess. I don't know. I guess
In the
is the best
first
way to
two,
put it.
or
Yeah.
or in this one? What do you mean?
No, I'm talking about the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I feel like they're gonna take a little bit of that from it, and they're gonna take a little bit of the
Well, if you right, because if
original
you look
Tobey
at
Maguire
like
ones.
his facial expressions and even like the when he dove off the building and they cut the picture to his eyes, like you can see that
Hmm.
he's been through some struggle. Like you can see like that's the face that he's giving off. Like he's been through some shit, and it's like a 4 year time skip or something like that. So he's been like that for
Yeah,
four
four
years now
years. Yeah,
on his
yeah.
own. The synopsis I think we read that he got into MIT Like I think that's going to be revealed at some point. You said how did they do the? I think pretty much they have MJ moving on, and she has a boyfriend. I think they showed him in the
Yeah,
clip
Paul.
in the
Yep.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. If, I'm interested to see how he rebuilds it. It's another thing that they also said that they clarified something in my opinion because a lot of people in my dealings with people talking online about stuff is that people think that the thing that at No Way Home at the end made Peter Parker like he doesn't exist. No, it's not that he doesn't exist. Nobody know who he is.
He-
So it's
Right.
like a
Right.
dude that just came into your school and is like, "Hi, I'm Peter Parker," but he was
But
there
he
the
was
whole
there the
fucking
whole
time.
fucking
I
time.
don't
I don't
know
know
who
who
he
he
is.
is.
You feel what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm saying? I think
I
the
think
other
the
thing
other thing
too
too
with
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 Peter
Peter
is I feel like in the other movies
is
you didn't really get to see a
I
lot
feel
of
like in
like
the other movies
you didn't really get to see a lot of like him being
him
fighting
being
multiple villains.
fighting multiple villains.
I guess I think they're going to do that a
I
little bit
guess
more
I
with this
think they're
one.
going to do that a little bit more with this one.
The audio seems a bit choppy.
Yeah, because I think somebody had double screens on. Say your question one more time. I'm sorry.
I feel like this one is going to be more like you're going to see the because I feel like in the other Spider-Man movies, like with Garfield and um, Tobey Maguire, you don't really see like multiple villains. You only really see just the one, right? And I feel like this one you have Scorpion in it. You have, I think the Punisher is going to be somewhat of a villain in it, right? Um, and you have the Hand that's in it, and I think Jean Grey is going to be a little evil in the beginning. I think what they were trying to get a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see him kind of multiply different people. I know Tombstone's in it as well.
Yeah, I
So
don't think all of those are bad guys though. I think those are just pillars in the yeah, Tombstone's a bad guy, I'm sorry. But I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
I think that's kind of just a a street level thing that they're probably gonna have Spider-Man defeat. I don't know, like I mean Spider-Man has always had multiple villains, I feel. Like the even the Amazing Spider-Man, you had Electro and then it was somebody else in that.
It was
Wasn't
supposed
it
to be the Green Goblin.
yeah, and that's how Gwen Stacy died.
Yeah,
And then you had the crocodile, and I think, well, technically, I guess you can say the police captain was the other guy, but he turned out to die, right?
Hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, Spider-Man, in my opinion, is best when he has like a lower dude that he's fighting that gets up to a bigger dude, and then he beats him too. That I feel like that's always been the best in the animated series, like those two parters where he's fighting one dude, but no, the big dude is the next villain, the next episode type
yeah, right.
situation.
Like
So yeah, Spider-Man's always a multiple villain guy for me. But yeah, yeah, I'm interested also to see where they bring Peter Parker through his journey, this 4 year skip. Like, is he just if you remember the cartoons, even in the comic books, like Peter Parker's life is a bit of a mess, right? Like he just glides by the skin of his teeth just because he's Spider-Man. It's just I'm interested to see if that's the balance they're trying to see or begin him seeing or making his way through. Like, how does he balance really being Spider-Man? Does he lean more into Spider-Man or is he trying to be Peter Parker more? That's kind of what I'm interested in to see where they bring
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah. I'm interested in seeing how they play the story, how they continue after the events of No Way Home, and then too to see how he is personally, just because he doesn't have his suits aren't tech. He's basically like it's the classic Spider-Man. He has nobody really that's familiar to him because everybody doesn't know who he is. So he's like you all stated, he's grounded. So I'm really
Mm.
interested in seeing how they're going to write this story out and how it's going to how they're going to flush it out and what are they going to do to like I guess in a sense they're going to humanize him. So no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm I'm looking forward the to the movie that's coming out in July. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to
One,
that.
one more thing too about the Venom theory that you said. Fair.
Mm.
I don't know if that's necessarily Venom because I think they're gonna hint at that for Secret Wars. So I don't know necessarily if they're gonna do it in Brand New Day. They might hint at it, but I feel like they're gonna make that kind of official in the Secret Wars movie that's coming out in May of next year. So I think that'll be the introduction to the Venom suit, and then they'll do it from there. But I think because if you listen to the trailer, I think it's Keith David's voice. I think, which is pretty cool. Um, he mentions that a spider has 3 evolutions.
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder if the DNA inside of his body is kind of forming a spider, like the legit spider senses, and it's causing him to kind of differentiate his body in the sense of like, okay, now he has, you say whatever, he can only have his 2 eyes. Well, now maybe he has like, I don't know. I don't know how many eyes a spider has. Probably like 30. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. What the hell do I know? Right. So maybe when his eyes go, whatever it looked like in the trailer, maybe he could see like 8 things like in front of him, or his like vision gets like increased, or maybe his
Well,
punches
in
pull
the
harder. I
trailer,
don't
he
know.
goes into like a cartoon, like a cocoon or whatever. So, and that's kind of when I think they start to talk about the mutation shit. So I'm interested. I'm really interested. Really interested.
I am too. I am too. Well, now that we got all the important stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some wrestling, I guess.
Rest.
SmackDown happened on Friday, and of course, Monday Night Raw happened on Monday. Lot to talk about.
Hmm.
Uh, where do we begin? Where do we begin? Let's go ahead and let's
I
talk
mean,
about the SmackDown
yeah,
episode because I think Fair, you and I, we were live.
we were live watching. Yeah,
Yeah, we were live watching.
I
I'm
so
not.
we
Hey,
kind of
hey,
got
look.
our stuff out already.
Hey,
see.
look. I'm not doing no more lives until WrestleMania. Skip all
Nah,
that shit. Nah, I'm not doing no
yeah,
more
my bad.
lives, man. Yeah, I'm done.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, man, what in the world is this crap?
I wanted to do MSG, but I'm still not gonna. I don't know. But yeah.
Um, so SmackDown, I thought was good. Um, I watched it later. I got home at like 11:30, and then I ended up watching it like 12 and stayed up to like whatever to finish it. Um, the predictable route was taken again with Randy Orton turning heel. I do like how they did it though. I like that this is who he's always been, right? And allowing him to tap into the natural heel that he always has been, I think is going to make it a lot better than what it's supposed to be because we haven't seen this in 5 years. So I'm interested to see what goes on with that because it's now from last year Cena went from being the role model to now Randy literally being his brother, right?
Hmm.
And legacy and all that. So I'm interested to see what routes they go. The only thing I ask for is that if you're going to turn Randy Orton heel, you need him to be diabolical.
Hmm.
You need him to be next level bad. Like you need him to be. I mean, he can do it. I just hope that they kind of let the '09 Orton go a little bit. Like let him really be like a menace to society. So I thought it was well done. I just wish that it was the other way around. I wish Cody was turning instead of Randy. But I feel
I
like they're
agree.
not going to pull. They're not going to pull that trigger because of merchandise sales. Now, if it was the other way around and Cody is doing it to Randy, now I'm interested. Now I'm interested either way. But I feel like if Cody was the one to do it, I feel like the interest would be like, oh, well, this is new. I do think though that I think they'd save it for somewhere down the road because my theory for him turning heel is eventually he's going to turn heel when he has no one left to back him up. Because I think they're going to play off the idea in WrestleMania 40 when it was Kevin, Randy, and Sammy in the ring with him. And Kevin turned on him, Randy turned on him, and now Sammy can turn on him. So now he has no one left to trust except himself. So he's going to take every countermeasure possible to keep on with the old and love. So I think that's how they're going to turn him heel eventually. But other than that, I thought the SmackDown was a decent show. So it was good.
Uh, yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I do agree with you. They that Cody Rhodes should have been the one to turn heel, but to your point, they don't want to mess up those merchandise sales. Orton, and it's crazy because you actually could go with either one being heel. Orton, when he's a heel, oh man, he is outstanding as a heel. But Cody Rhodes going heel will be great too, and his character needs a refresher. Maybe he goes heel close to the SummerSlam or something like that. I'm not sure. Um,
I think it.
but
I think it only happens when Sammy turns on him. Then after Sammy turns on him, then I think you start to see the paranoia set in.
yeah. Uh no, I thought it like I said, I would have loved for Cody to go heel because I think it's time for him. He's been back in WWE for about 4 years. No, yeah, 4 years.
Mhm.
He came back at WrestleMania 38. Um, so it would have been time for him to turn heel, but you know what though? Not right now. Orton is definitely the one to make him look really, really good and really strong as a face because he's heel. So uh, not entirely mad, but I would have liked for that route for Cody to go heel personally, but it is what it is.
Man, y'all know they wasn't turning that good old boy heel. Like, I don't know what, like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I want him to turn heel. I thought things were great. Why do you want things to change? I don't understand. Listen, y'all want to skirt around the subject here. Your white meat baby face got cheered while he was getting his ass whooped. Okay? That's the talking point. That man beat him bloody, sat in the ring with his title, and y'all went off the air saying Randy, Randy, Randy. What heel turn? What heel turn happened?
Well, the heel turn is presented. It doesn't mean that it's going to be poorly received by anybody. It happened
It is
because
poorly received if they're cheering. That's not what you want them to do. You did that to get
but
heat. I mean, ain't this like the fourth year in a row this shit happened where Cody's getting his ass whooped before WrestleMania? Ain't this is the start? You're supposed to feel sorry for Cody
but
and he's supposed to climb uphill now and all of that shit. No, you're cheering that man getting fucked up.
I mean they did the same thing this season too. At least from what I remember.
I mean, you're
So
making my case for me, bro. This is all Super Cody. This is Super Cena 2.0, and this is what you voted for. That's what I'm going to use. This is what you voted for. This is what you wanted to take the belt off of the Samoans because you don't like Samoans or something. Like that. This
I
is
never
what y'all
look.
wanted.
Look. I
This is
I
what y'all
never look.
wanted.
You could say I don't like the
This
Samoans,
is
but I got
what you
proof. All right.
wanted.
1 second. 1 second. Hold on.
This
One
is
second.
what you wanted. Okay, we ain't been in here in two
Before
years. Why?
before we talk
Why
about
is it
this whole
what happened?
before we talk about this whole
It was
anti-Samoan
great.
thing, I want you to
It was
peep the
great,
T-shirt. You see what
Chris.
that T-shirt says? See what the
It
T-shirt
The
says
was
right
Rock
now?
great,
has
Chris.
Come
finally,
back to
The
WrestleMania.
Rock has come
Yeah,
back to
See,
yeah,
WrestleMania.
I'm not
yeah.
anti-Samoan.
You're
I'm not anti-Samoan.
anti-Samoan. You're
I'm not.
anti-bloodline.
I'm not.
You're
I'm anti-bloodline,
anti.
yes, but
You're
I'm not anti-Samoan. Solo
anti-greatness.
Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, The Rock. I'm not. I'm not
Uh-huh.
anti-blood. I'm not
You're
anti-Samoan.
anti. They're all
I'm
part of the
not.
bloodline.
Zilla,
Literally.
Zilla
You
Fatu.
just named.
Hello,
You
I
just
love
named
Zilla.
bloodline. They're all
Anti-bloodline
Samoans.
though.
You don't like. You don't like Samoans.
That's not true. I told you. I like Solo.
You don't
I
like.
like Jacob
You
Fatu.
don't like so. First of all,
I
you
like
don't
The
like
Rock.
Solo.
I
You
like
don't like
Zilla
Solo.
Fatu. I like
You don't
Jimmy
like
Uso.
Solo. You don't
I
like
like
Solo.
Jimmy Uso. What happened? Oh,
You
stop
don't
it.
like Solo.
Stop it. Yes, I
You
do.
don't like
That's
Solo.
my tribal chief, bro.
You
Stop
don't
it.
like Solo.
Stop it.
You don't like Solo.
You
But listen,
no, that's
listen.
not true. No.
But I don't understand what happened. It was only 2 years. It's 2 years. Y'all don't like it no more. Y'all don't like being
Uh,
y'all don't like being this way. It's all right.
No,
We gonna turn it back
it's
around
not
after
that.
WrestleMania. We gonna bring it back.
No.
We gonna give you the vibes. We gonna give you the
Yeah, great,
vibes.
great.
We gonna give
We're
you the
gonna get
vibes again.
we're gonna
We're
get
gonna give you the
cinema,
vibes again.
and we're
You're
gonna
gonna
get we're
like
gonna get
watching wrestling
we're
again.
hold on.
All right?
We're gonna get cinema, right? We're gonna get cinema, Chris.
Yeah. You're gonna
When
get
the
cinema.
champion is gonna show up on the show, maybe if we're lucky, 2 times a month, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 times a
Cause
month if
I,
we're
I
lucky.
got a
If he
stable that can
graces us with
hold
his
my I
presence,
can got a stable we can hold it down. Don't matter.
he gotta
Y'all can
grace his
talk all
presence,
that
and then
part-time shit.
then
Yo,
we're
listen.
going.
Listen, the worst thing in the world Roman could have did on Monday was poo-poo everybody saying he's a part-timer. Because I'm gonna do that shit now. I don't care about that part-time shit. Yeah, you're part-time. Blah, 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 blah. So what?
I like to
So
have
what?
my champion on the show every week.
So what? He's not gonna be on the
I like to
show.
have my champion on the show every week. He ain't gonna
He's
be
gonna
there
be
every
on the
week.
show.
So
Yeah.
so
Go watch
so like see
SmackDown. Go watch Cody. Go watch
like
Cody.
see I look I'll watch
Go watch
AEW.
Cody.
I'll watch
Go
AEW
watch AEW.
with a real
Go
wrestler.
ahead.
None of this
Go
fucking
ahead,
cinema
brother.
bullshit we gotta get with
Go
fucking
ahead, brother.
Roman Reigns
Go
winning the
ahead, brother.
championship.
You and your 800,000. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gladly won 800,000. I'm gladly.
Go
I
ahead.
watch both. I
It's
have no
cool.
problem. I have no problem saying it. I'm
Cool.
not watching it now
Yeah,
because I have
part
it on
timer.
record.
He's gonna have a belt. He's gonna
What
make your
happened?
TV interesting. You're not gonna complain anymore.
What are you talking about?
What's gonna happen then? Nobody's complaining about wrestling when the person that actually should be leading the company is on top again. I don't know.
Yeah, great. He's leading the company again, which means we're going to have less appearances from the World Heavyweight Champion of the main show on the main network that they bought it from,
you miss your
which was
tribal
Netflix.
chief. You
I
miss
don't
your
miss
tribal
anything
chief.
about
We
it. I don't
understand.
miss anything about it.
We understand.
He was
We
cool. It was
understand.
cool for those 4 years. It was
We
over.
understand.
It was done.
We
Now all of a
understand.
sudden we're
It's all right. We
going back to
are.
another reign of
We
title.
are. TKO demanded it because y'all losing money over there now. Okay, your little Cody crybabies, your little punk ass crybabies. We
oh
need to go
my
make money
gosh.
again.
This dude here, man. This dude here.
Oh my God! The worst thing Roman Reigns could have did was troll the rest of the fucking the internet community. I'm trolling. Oh, I love it. Did we get the
Real
Raw?
quick. No, hold on, real quick before we move
Back.
forward. Move
Here you go.
forward to Monday Night Raw and whatnot. Uh Jade and Rhea's interaction was much better than the first one that they had. It was
Yeah.
much better. And fair enough. We kind of talked about this on Friday. This game, or not this game, this interaction should have been the first one. This should have been the first one.
Yeah, this should have been the first part. This should have been last week. And then you
Yeah.
would have came back with something better this week. But you gave that mushy, tampered down, overscripted bullshit, and now you're a week behind in my opinion on momentum. Like I can't you
Yeah, I
can't
wasn't.
I can't say what I want to say because I understand why feelings were had, but it's just like, bro, get out your feelings, man. Get out your
Hmm.
feelings. Man,
I
that's all.
wouldn't be surprised if she didn't really. I'm surprised if she really didn't want to have this opportunity. Saying the truth,
Who, Jade or Rhea?
Rhea,
Rhea.
because I feel like
She clearly didn't want to. She clearly didn't want. She wanted to have a tag team match with Io.
yeah,
She clearly wants that. Clearly wanted.
which I think would have been, fine. But again, I also think it's the lack of wrestlers that they're able to create and superstars. Obviously, Bianca being hurt is the problem as
I
well.
think that's the main problem
So
is Bianca being hurt.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bianca being hurt is the main problem. So that's the issue. And I also say they have no one else to really put in front of it because SmackDown's women are. She kind of wrestled them already.
Hmm.
Fab,
That's the
Michin,
thing.
Tiffany Stratton. There's
That's
no
the
one there
thing.
left, so you got to throw somebody in there.
It's nobody else. I don't know, man. I don't know how it happened, but Raw just got like this influx of talent, and then they put Last Legend in a tag team. So I mean, it's not even her being around, kind of being a disruptor like Oba is right now, being in the men division. Um, yeah, it's. I am interested to see if they put like I think I said this a while ago. You need like if you put B-Fab and Meechin with Jade, I like that. I like that. Give her a little
I do too.
stable. I like
Yeah,
that.
I do too because it would make her kind of protected, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it would
Right.
allow other people to eat pins, right? And it would kind of give her like she's already dominant. It would give her more of like a dominant, like stable, I guess, to go. Even though that's weird. Kind of like you know what it would be like? It'd be like Edge and the Edgeheads, right? In a sense, when Edge had Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder with him, I feel like that's what it would be like.
I mean, it could be the typical three-man stable. You can do the Edgeheads, Legacy, Bloodline, OG Bloodline anyway. The Horsemen, all of those type of stables. Even the NWO, that's not a three-man, but you get the point of it. Like the you have a dude or a couple of dudes outside to distract. It brings another element to a match. You know what I'm saying? And it brings another element to her character as far as in ring wise, where she can find ways to win that people are getting on, the better of her. So it does nothing but improve Jade. So I think putting her with a stable, especially with those two, it gives them a rub. Maybe they can get the tag titles if you're aggressive with it. All of that gives a rub down the line. So I think if you put them with her, I think that works for sure. Especially with B Fab being able to cut a promo.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. No, um, man, Bianca not being there, whew, that is hurting. That's
Yeah,
hurting bad, man.
That's the
yeah.
worst part about it because you
And
see the lack of talent on the roster.
Jordan Grace got hurt.
You do.
Chelsea got hurt. Like
Yeah,
then they're injured at that. So
yeah. Well,
they
we
don't
we
want to do
shall.
nothing with Zelina. Tiffany's stock has dropped in my opinion. I don't know if it's the backstage thing with Charlotte. I don't know if it's just the momentum of her. She took some time off, so maybe it's just you
It, it,
know
it, it could it could be that maybe and I don't know. You know what? I'm going to include it in there. Maybe the fact of her not dating Ludwig anymore has something to do with it. And I say that because and I don't know how they broke up. Like if it was like a really nasty breakup or whatever. But maybe her mentally not focusing because of that.
mm,
It's because it could have an effect on it. I don't know. I don't know. But what
But
I
I
do know,
that's
but what I
possible.
do know is I agree with you, Fair. Her momentum has dropped a little bit.
wait. I'm sorry. You guys cut out on me a little bit. Who was the momentum about?
Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, see, I feel like her momentum has definitely dropped, but I think they're gonna put the U.S. title belt on her very soon, though. I think
I
she'll
agree.
be. I think her. She's gonna be one of them ones where she's gonna be a draw, regardless how people feel about her, right? And I think Julia deserves better too, but I also feel like they're making her be second fiddle to Kiana James a little bit now, because I think they kind of see what Kiana James is, and I feel like they're trying to push her a little bit more, and Julia's kind of getting left to the side a little bit.
I don't know if
And I also feel
left
like they can't.
out. I don't know if that's the right. I just think that Kiana has outshined her. Like sometimes it's not the story that they're trying to push. Sometimes it's just the person that's on TV is what I want to see more than that person that they're trying to actually push. They have given Julia every opportunity to get over. Every opportunity to get over. But every time you see Kiana on that damn screen, she jumps out to you. That just says something. She has it. Like maybe they should turn that around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I also think the problem is like when you have a wrestler, and this is where shit gets interesting, right? Because Julia overseas is way different than the shit we get now, right? So
True.
I wonder, I wonder if because she had to tone down her style to the WWE style, is kind of hurting her a little bit,
I mean,
or is
you know that's the standard argument for everything with the overseas people, right? But I just bring it down to the basic of it, brother. You got to be able to cut a promo. You gotta at least say a couple of words to me. Like you're not saying nothing but screaming at me. I don't like that. Sorry, I can't do that. It works better overseas or where she's from and for her country because everybody knows what the hell she's talking about. If you can't cut a promo in WWE, it has to be something else that is overwhelmingly about you that gets you over. Stephanie Valkyrie, she can't cut a promo, but her presence, her aura about her is overwhelming. Like you can feel her. I don't get that same vibe with Julia.
I
You know what
think
I'm saying?
I think
So it's
Julia is on.
just that.
I think Julia can be on the same level though. I just think they haven't presented it the right way.
I don't
Because
know,
when
but
they
what's the
because
presentation that she's presented? I don't think anything. She was bigger at NXT than she was here than she was up here. So what's the presentation? What's the different presentation?
you talk about Julia, you talk about Stephanie.
Julia. Julia
Julia,
was big in NXT.
she was, and then I feel like they brought her up to SmackDown, and they really never kind of put her with Kiana James, which made no sense to me at the time, right? She won the U.S. title, and then it was kind of just had nothing for her. I think the main audience crowd is very different from the NXT crowd. I think that's
For
very
sure.
obvious too, because I feel like the NXT crowd is more into the outside
They're
world of wrestling.
diehards. They're
Yes.
diehards.
So I feel like that's where the disconnect comes in from. Whereas I feel like
Hmm.
the main audience just is like, I don't know who this is. And then you have to explain it to them like, look, she came from wrestling women stardom in Japan.
Right.
She had matches with Mariah May, Stephanie, and Io Sky and all
Right.
that, so on and so forth. So I feel like the main roster fans don't necessarily understand the legacy of what she is, right?
Main roster
Compared to the
fans are
NXT people who
casual.
do.
They're
Yes.
absolutely
And
casual.
I
They
think
don't know that.
and
They don't know shit like that. They know what they know off of what they see on Monday night, Friday night. You know, that's it. That's what WWE's crowd is. Mostly casual fans, bro. That's what I'm
yes.
saying. You have to be able to either cut a promo or something exudes out of you that can capture an audience. Because if it's just yelling and screaming, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. That's all it is.
Well, let's go to Monday Night Raw. Brock Lesnar came out and greeted Seth Rollins.
Hold
Well,
on.
actually,
Sorry. Wait. I just want to go back to last month because we didn't do a pod. We did the live. We didn't really go over it. The stoop, yo. This match shit is I'm done. I'm done with it.
the who?
My man came out. Did the match shit with Seth Rollins and
Oh yeah,
70
yeah. I'm
people
all
Oh,
with
right.
him.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
I'm over it too.
that dude came out here last week talking to Adam Pearce, and these dudes is out here looking like the putties from Power Rangers, bro. What the fuck are we doing, dog? And then he comes in the ring, and then they do the camouflage. Let's move around, and bro, I seen Seth Rollins literally go down to the ring and out. I knew exactly. I knew exactly what
You
it
saw,
was.
you saw him go in the rain. It was like too slow,
Yes,
so like you knew who it
yeah.
was. Yeah, yeah, I
I
get it.
seen you. I seen you. Okay, I
Yeah.
seen you. It didn't work. Then they had some big dude, don't even look like the rest of the dudes hopping over the fence. Like, dog, you couldn't even hop over the fence, your big ass. Who was that? That better not been Royce Keys. I feel like it was Oba though, but I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that part of it. I liked how they did it this week. It was much better, much better. But don't do the putty shit no more. Go ahead, Chris.
no. Yeah, I was leading to that because I was going to say that Seth Rollins he brought out his school of masked men out to the ring,
Mass
and Brock,
putties.
yeah, and dude, Brock Lesnar, he suplexed one, and I promise you, I thought that dude was going to crack his head against the ring post. Like that's how far Brock threw that dude.
You talking about
I'm
last
pretty
night?
sure he dropped the dude on the top of his
Monday?
head. I'm pretty
Man,
sure he did.
oh my gosh! Like
I'm pretty sure
when
he did.
I don't know what it is, but like when Brock starts suplexing people outside the ring, I get scared because I literally think he's going to fling somebody into the ring post. But
Does he do?
yeah,
He does.
uh,
He is that. Look, I think you can make the. I mean, it's probably fairly obvious. You can make the case he's one of the top 5 strongest wrestlers of all time.
oh yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
easily can,
Like
you can definitely make that case.
brute strength. I think it's like him, Cena, Cesaro, and like
Mark
maybe
Henry, Big
Mark
Show.
Henry. Yeah,
Hmm.
Batista, the Big Show. Like
Yeah,
he's
it's ridiculously
Yeah.
strong. The one dude he did the dude. I don't know if the dude like changed positions in his hand or something, but it went from a German and then he like turned to the side, so he threw his
hey,
ass, and I'm pretty sure he landed on top of his head. I'm pretty sure he landed on top of his head. I don't know if he landed on somebody on the top of his head and maybe that cushioned it, but he pretty much he landed on top of his head, bro. Like that man was just throwing them dudes. But then, who,
Yeah,
who?
that's what I was getting to. Oba
Yeah,
Femi answered the call. Brock Lesnar had been sending out the bat
yeah.
signal, and Oba Femi answered the call. Oba comes out, pretty much picks up Brock Lesnar to the high heavens, to the rafters of where they were at, and slammed him on his back. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. When Brock Lesnar is invested in something, that dude will go all out. He will sell like nobody can sell.
he
Eh,
I
he
mean,
is
it's
one of
not
the.
many things that he don't sell for. Like that's the misconception about Brock. First of all, he don't work with nobody that he's not invested in. So that's one thing. So if he's in the ring with somebody, he absolutely sells for them. Like he doesn't like if you do a Braun what was his name, Braun Strowman. If you do a Braun Strowman, try to catch him with an elbow, well, he's gonna fucking smack the shit out of you.
Oh no, no,
You know?
fair. You're absolutely right because yeah, just ask Dean Ambrose.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah.
but
Or Randy, or
yeah,
Randy. Yeah,
yeah,
that's him.
but no, he's actually no Brock Lesnar. Like when he, to me, a great example of when he's involved in something is the one when he fought Samoa Joe when they fought for the belt at that Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you saw Brock Lesnar cutting promos. When was the last time you saw Brock cutting a promo and Paul Heyman was in the ring? You know,
Yeah.
so yeah,
It's certain people that Brock like to work with, and he will go outside his comfort zone, I guess, for them.
yeah,
I don't know what Oba did, but
yeah. I
clearly
don't
he
either.
like him.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
Clearly he
think
Joe.
like
Yeah,
him.
I think the thing with Lesnar at this point is Lesnar is very much about the future, right? And I think he has no problem putting over the younger talent. I think he has no problem being the next hand in the generation to take them forward. He's doing the exact opposite of what Stone Cold was supposed to do for him in 2002, 2003. So it's a good
Good
thing
point.
that he's doing the exact opposite, which is funny because everybody kind of assumes Lesnar's like, I'm not losing this match. When in reality, he has no problem losing because he's getting paid no matter what. So he has no problem doing it. Um, but I think it's a good thing that he's willing to do this because they're gonna make Obafemi the next big thing. No pun intended. Like they're literally gonna make him that guy. The only thing, the one of the things that I said it, they might have a 98 Goldberg on their hands though. Whereas I feel as if his momentum has to take him straight to the top because he's
Hmm.
riding a crazy high right now with the squash matches and the feats of strength with throwing Ivar and Eric around his first night on Monday Night Raw, and then tossing Johnny Gargano. I mean, Gargano was little, but like Kit Wilson and Gargano just throwing the other side of the ring. And then Lesnar on Monday, when he literally picked him up over his head and Lesnar's probably 270, 280 maybe,
Rusev
and he
too.
just
Forgot
went
about Rusev.
boom. And Rusev too. Like those are incredible feats of strength that he has, and I think they're teetering on that Goldberg era kind of superstar power where it's like this shit could take him straight to the top. So they got to be
Yeah,
very
but
careful how they book him.
there's a major difference between him and Goldberg. Major difference. The major difference, Oba can work.
Well, that's the obviously yes, but I'm talking in like
Yeah.
popularity and like the build and the
Mm.
strength. Like that's what I mean. Like yeah, he can work, but the strength and the presence and the crowd getting behind it and the music and the walk, like that's that to
Yeah,
me
but
is
that's
supposed to be
the
the
thing
go-to
about
right
the
now.
working
So
though is
they
is
got
the
to be very
difference.
careful.
It's the difference though. Like he can be that guy, and he can be beat too. We seen his run in NXT, bro. He has one of the best runs in NXT history, bro. He had banger
Oh, he
after
does.
banger
Yeah.
after banger after banger with the top of that card. So that I don't think that it's like I can the momentum thing I get you. I said in our chat, bro, if he wins, because there's a universe where he loses. They can absolutely still make him look strong and he can lose. And it wouldn't hurt him a bit. But if he wins, that's your king of the ring. He's champion by SummerSlam. I don't know who he's fighting for at that title, for that title, but if he wins against Brock Lesnar, he's champion by August. By August, bro. There's no way in hell he's not champion by August. And they put that type of rocket on him, bro. I've never seen Brock. When was when? I don't. Can you think of a time when Brock Lesnar took a powerbomb?
It's been a minute. Maybe. Oh gosh.
Maybe
A
the last
pow-
ride from the Undertaker.
That's the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because did he do the last ride when Undertaker was older? Am I crazy? It was just choke slams.
I'm not. I don't remember.
I don't remember
I
either.
don't think he did it at that last where he actually beat him. I don't think he did it there, but they fought a lot, so I'm pretty sure he's done it to him.
Yeah.
Man, he has done it to him. I'm pretty sure he's done it to him. But I don't remember him doing powerbomb. Like when was the last time he did power? Like and then told the man because nobody. I don't know if people peep this, but I
Yeah, he
peep shit
told him
like
to
this.
stand on his chest.
He said, "Stand on my chest.
Yeah.
Stand on my chest, goddammit." Like you heard it.
Hmm.
Like he told like bro. If they give over that win, bro, straight to the championship. Straight to the
Yeah.
championship. I hope it's Roman Reigns. I hope they go over versus Roman Reigns. I would love that match. Yeah. I would love to put
I
another
know.
guy over. You know?
I know
We
you're
we
lying.
give people the shot.
I I
We give
I,
people the
I
shot.
know you're lying. I
We
know
give
you're
people the
lying with that.
shot.
Ain't
No, I
ain't
love
no
Roman Reigns versus
way.
Oba.
Ain't
I
no
love
way
Roman
you
Reigns versus Oba.
ain't no way you just
If
ain't no
they
way
do
you
it,
just said that. No,
if
no
they do it like I want them to do it, Roman Reigns finna turn heel, and I'm getting OG bloodline back. So I'd be absolutely happy to give the belt up back in August, so you can have your full time wrestler, your champion, on TV with a proper story because Oba's gonna be real hot. You know what I'm saying? And he's not gonna fuck it up like the other guy did. You know, we're gonna give him the keys and he's gonna drive the car straight. He's not gonna drive it off the road. You know what I'm saying? We had to drop
I don't know if
prices.
Cody.
Okay, we
I
had
don't
to
know.
drop
Look,
prices.
look,
Yo,
look,
we can't
look.
have that.
You can
Chris,
look,
Chris, we
look,
can't have that,
you
Chris.
you can
We had to drop
you can
prices.
you can hate on Cody Rhodes all you want.
Yeah.
You can hate.
No. We had to
You're
drop
lucky.
prices.
Look, look. You can hate on
We
Cody
had to
Rhodes
drop
all you
prices.
want. This whole bloodline thing would have been perfect if good old Dusty was still alive, baby. If Dusty was alive, he would have cut the rug with him, baby. He would have done everything he could have
I'd
done
have
with him, baby.
absolutely loved. Although, I mean, he was like in his 70s though, right?
He would have,
Was he in
yeah.
his 70s?
I think he
Maybe.
was in his
He's been
70s,
in his
passed
70s
away.
now, at least,
Well, he's
right?
obviously gone now. R.I.P. to the American
Yeah.
Dream.
Yeah.
But
I think he was. He been. If he could have cut a promo or something, like, I'd love that. I'd love that if he could have did that. Just a sidebar. My bad. But yeah, you know what I'm saying we had to cut prices, okay? Because you want to give fake title runs for I don't know participation trophies. You know, it just feels to me that he didn't want to take a loss to somebody. But I ain't gonna go that deep into the politics. But we had to drop prices. We had to drop prices because of you. All right. So we gonna get it back. You're gonna get back together, and then I'm gonna hand it off to Oba, and he's gonna run it the right way.
See,
Okay.
see. It's funny.
Right back.
So that's what I'm doing.
It's funny. You don't think it's because this is in Las Vegas back-to-back years in a non-wrestling city?
What that the prices would no. Honest with you, I think it's just the ticket prices were a little high as far as what the economy is right now. I want to kind of get into that part of it, but it just like the ticket prices compared to last year's economy to this year's going into this economy is drastically different. You can't have the same ticket prices when the economy is lower and people are not working as much. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it. Like, it's a bad time to sit here and trying to charge people an arm and a leg when they're struggling. That's
I think it
just
being
is what it is.
I think it being in Vegas back-to-back years also hurts too. I think that's the other problem because I don't think of a time where they ever went to back-to-back in the same venue in the same city back-to-back years. So I feel like that kind of hurt
Not the
too.
same
And I
venue, but the same state. They've done. They did a Tampa. I think it was Tampa. It was a Tampa WrestleMania, and then they did the one in Miami.
that was a couple years later though.
Was it? I thought it was the same. I thought it was
No,
year
it
after
was
year after
so
year. Or maybe it was
so
every other year. Maybe they did that. I don't know.
because
But,
it was what do you call it? It was I think it was Tampa. No, it was Orlando in 2008, and then they went to Miami in 2012, and then it was
I
MetLife.
really want to look it up, but
It was
I'll look
it
it
was
up and we'll
it was
shut this up.
I think it was MetLife, New Orleans,
Was
San
MetLife in
Francisco.
between it then? Maybe no. Yeah.
It was MetLife
No.
29. WrestleMania 30 was New Orleans. WrestleMania 31 was in San Francisco. 32 was in Texas. 33 was in
So what
Orlando
was
again.
26 through 28 then?
26 through 28 was Glendale, Atlanta, and Miami. Because I think one of them was in the Georgia Dome.
I feel like 25 was Glendale.
25 was in Houston.
Was that the one with Shawn Michaels came out with the all white joint?
I think so.
So that was Houston.
No,
Okay.
no, 25 was in Detroit. 26 was in Arizona.
I thought 23 was Detroit.
Yeah, 23 was Detroit.
23
sure?
was.
That was
I'm pretty sure
Athena with the
23 was
car.
Detroit.
He drove the car and
Yes.
shit. Yeah.
Yes. And 22 was in Chicago.
Yeah, 22 was in Chicago. I
Yeah,
thought
21 was Hollywood.
25 was in
Hollywood.
Houston.
25,
Because it
yeah,
was
25 might have
Oh,
been
yeah,
Houston.
you're right.
26 was in Arizona.
Mhm.
And I
27 in
remember
Atlanta.
27 and 28. 27 was Atlanta. Then
Yeah.
28 was the Miami Rock one.
Yeah, I hated 27. That car was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shit that was terrible.
But yeah, no.
Those are the down
But to you guys' point, actually, I don't know what your point was because I just got back. What are we talking about here?
Femi. How I think he.
Still. That we're gonna hand the ball off to him, and he's gonna run it the right way instead of
you know
what Cody did.
I was really, I was wondering that. Like, okay, after him and Brock ran into each other on Raw, I was really wondering, if they're going to let him beat Brock Lesnar. I was really wondering. I was like, man, are they really going to let him beat Brock Lesnar? But I don't know.
That's what we kind of were though. We were saying that if he beats Brock Lesnar, I was saying it anyway. I think James agrees. If he beat Brock Lesnar, he's champion by SummerSlam.
Yeah, because there's no
other way to book him.
There's no other way to do it. Like,
Yeah.
you can't have him beat Brock Lesnar and then turn around and give him fucking Kit Wilson again. You can't do it.
Yeah.
So So it
He
only
has to go to the CM Punks. He has to go to the Jey Usos because he's a former world champion. I know James, you don't like him, but you have to have him go to that upper echelon of player now. So yeah, he is no way if he beats him. Like even if he, like I said, there was a possibility that it's a way that he does lose and they can still make him look strong. Seth fucks up or something like that. Something like that, right? But yeah, it's no way if he wins. It's straight to King of the Ring and straight to SummerSlam champion. Let's run with the old era.
see that would be the best
We'll
way to
see.
go.
We'll see. Wait a minute. Isn't Kicking the Ring in September this year instead of
Nah,
June?
Money in the Bank is in September.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah, Money in the
never
Bank
mind.
is in New Orleans.
They haven't announced King of the Ring actually because I think that's a Saudi event and that they're
Mm,
talking about. I don't think they can go there right now. So
gotcha. All right.
Honestly, they might not be able to do anything over there for a little while because
Yeah,
WrestleMania 2043 is over there next year, and if this is still going on by then, I don't think you'll be able to get over there.
I agree. No, I think I know, James. This is something to watch for the next few months. Um,
yeah, you'll know by
you know,
summertime.
yeah.
You'll know by summertime if they move WrestleMania. You'll probably know beforehand actually. Somebody tweeted out, "Welcome to Las Vegas 3-3."
Man,
They'll play
Nah,
right back in Vegas.
if they go to Vegas for the third year in a row, they might as well just do it there every fucking year
Nah, you
because
gotta bring it. You gotta, cause bro, bring it to the Garden, bro. Give us a Garden
it's too expensive.
WrestleMania.
I mean, look, you know
Give us
what
a
it is.
Garden
It's
WrestleMania.
they won't do it. They
the
won't do it.
garden.
I know
The
they
The
won't.
stadium,
garden's too small.
yeah,
The
too
garden's
small.
too small
But
at this point.
it's
Now,
not
would I
about the
love it?
space. It's about the aura of the place. Give us a Garden
I
WrestleMania.
They ain't
look.
doing it.
I agree. I agree with you. But the problem is that when you go from selling out um,
You're right.
80,000
Allegiant Stadium
stadiums.
and
You're
then
right.
Allegiant Stadium, and then you sell out fucking Energy Stadium in Houston, or trying to think of
SoFi in
Jerry
LA.
so
World.
far
He
in
sold
LA.
out
Like
Jerry World. Sold out Jerry
Yeah,
World.
it's
yeah.
hard. It's hard to
Jerry
really
World.
do that.
Yeah. No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Bro, charge
I don't see
8,000
Vegas.
a ticket and fucking put the shit, man. It's Square Garden.
I'm trying to go. Shit, you eight
Lease
thousand?
it, brother.
No,
Bro, you gotta
no.
get that shit, Madison Square Garden, bro. Like you gotta
Uh,
get it there. I
Overall,
deserve it.
Raw wasn't too bad. It was a solid show. Of course, the big story out of Raw was the CM Punk Roman Reigns promo that they cut. This is the third one that they've done face to face. I felt like this one, man, it was like, nah,
It was the worst out of the three. You can say
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
say it. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I know some people were super glazing it. It wasn't. It wasn't that good this time
See, it was
around.
good. Here's the thing. Like, if you're super smart marks like us that look into context of things and what he's saying and shit like that, the shit was good. Because you know that CM Punk was trying to troll Roman. Roman peeps it, and then Roman trolls him by saying he's old. Like, it was a troll fest. I like trolls. I like when people troll. So it was that if that is your comedy thing, then that was good. It was good for you. But I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely I hate to say the worst, right? It wasn't the first two. But
Mhm.
it hit its mark. It got the point off of what they're trying to get the story to go to. So you can't say it was bad. It just wasn't as good as the first two.
I think the problem is the bar was set pretty high for the first two.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
when you watch this one, it's like it was good, but it wasn't like comparable to those two.
Right.
One of the things I do say is I feel I'm happy that there was some kind of altercation finally because you almost kind of had to do something a little different because both of the promos ended with them kind of just saying their last part and then walking out the ring, right? So now this one had a little bit of an altercation in, which is good. Um, the only thing I didn't really like from Roman's perspective was when he tried to leave the ring. Punk was like, my show, my ring, my title. And it looked like he just waltzed right back into the ring. And I was like, I'm not so sure I like that. But
You
otherwise,
said you said you didn't like
What do
it.
you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean? Say that again.
like the entire thing of it was when there's a segment when he gets ready to leave the ring, right? And he stops him and he walks
Yeah,
out
he
the
says
ring.
when you want to say something or waste my time, don't waste my time or something to that effect. He tried
And
to walk out
and
the
all,
ring,
yeah,
which is
and
a
all
theme out that he's walking out of every promo for some reason. But that,
when Punk said, "My show, my ring, my title, whatever," you don't leave until I'm done. I felt as if that could have been the last segment for Roman to do something. I didn't like how that was kind of um, taken in that part of the promo. Like I felt like they could have saved that for the last minute, and then you have Roman do something first instead of Punk attack him first.
well, I mean that's the context behind the promo. It was the first part of what Roman comes out here and says to him when Punk comes out is that we know you'll say anything, meaning that we know you'll go down to the depths of talking about my dead father. You know what I'm saying? And then you know Punk says that yeah, I respect the Usos for handling their business because he wants Roman to swing at him because he keeps saying I'm in his head, I'm under your skin, I'm getting you emotional. But it turns out
Mm-hmm.
the one that's emotional is you because all it took was him for him to call you old and you swung at him. So then you're not in his head, he's in your head because you think what he said is true. You're not faster than him. You're not stronger than him. You can't do half the shit anymore that he can do in the ring. So you're old. And WrestleMania is a formality. You can say what you want. That's pretty much what Roman said. You can say what you want on this mic. I know you're good on the mic. But once that match happens, it's a formality, son. Where you're going to lose because
Mm-hmm.
you can't hang with me. That was the underline of the that's why I say if you are a fan that looks into or looks between the lines, that promo hit for you. But if you're just somebody that's looking for heat back and forth, then yeah, the first two was gonna do it more for you. But this one was more storyline driven. It wasn't a bomb fest. It had a point to get off.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I did see was that they were gonna. The original plan was they were gonna say something about Punk's dog, and that got
Yeah.
scrapped. So
Yeah, I'm pretty both
um,
they both said I'm not doing it. So I'm pretty
yeah,
sure that's what
yeah. Well, Punk, I could see. I feel like that came from AJ though, more or less. Like
could be.
I feel like that's something where like she probably said, "Look, I know he's not over it yet, but he could probably handle it. I don't want to hear about my dog. I'm still kind of getting over it." So I feel like maybe she was the one that said something in regards to that. It wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, but
But
he's also on record saying that he still cries about Larry. So like, it's okay for him to not want it. Like, I wouldn't like what he said about Sika wasn't anything really.
it
Like,
wasn't malicious.
yeah, like it wasn't crazy.
It was just presented malicious.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
then we know its story. It would have been a little forced for him to come right back to the dog that just died a couple months ago. Like, that's just a little
Yeah.
too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm not
Right.
trying to hear that.
And we live in a society where dogs have more laws than humans sometimes. So
Yep.
I definitely
and not
know that the fan base would not have liked that if he would have
and
came back after that.
and to be honest, I've had dogs. I've lost dogs in my life. I wouldn't have been too crazy about it
Well, people
overall.
would have. Well, people would have. You know this fucking
People
world.
would have crashed out
That shit would have been on
publicly.
fucking Good Morning America.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking
It would
all
have been bad. It would have been
it'd have
bad.
been crazy. WWE makes fun of dead dog. Tail on
Oh
TMZ.
yeah. Oh yeah. You know. You
Like,
know they would have. You know they would
No,
have.
yeah, yeah.
it
But
would have been
so
nuts.
I'm kind of, and I also kind of feel like it's a very like distasteful kind of joke sometimes too, right? And I'm not saying that with the that with the father thing wasn't out of line either, but I feel like you said, you
I
can't just go
mean,
back and forth back and forth.
it was. It wasn't. It was out of line, but it was it wasn't a low
In a
blow.
controlled
He didn't
environment.
do anything crazy. Like I said, it wasn't. I'm gonna bury you next to your father. What the fuck does that mean? I don't
Yeah,
like.
that could have.
Okay,
Yeah, that wasn't like the worst way to go about it. It was bad, but it
he
wasn't
didn't
like, oh
curse.
my
He didn't
god.
curse
Yeah,
about it. It was bury you next to your father.
yeah,
Oh, that's some movie shit. That's what they say in movies.
yeah,
You
pretty
know what I'm
much. Yeah.
saying? I also wanted to say that Roman's a mob boss now. I don't know if he just commanded all the blood. He told us all to chill out on CM Punk. So he's gonna let it go. Listen, man. Listen. We're gonna get the title. We're gonna shine it up. We're gonna get it ready for over so he can go
Oh my gosh, this dude here.
and
All right.
he gonna drive the car. Bro. We gotta drive the car correctly this time.
Yeah.
You know?
But oh god.
Roman versus over at SummerSlam. I'm calling it.
Oh
I'm
my
calling for
gosh.
it. I'm calling for it.
Do you think I know for me, after I watched that promo, I was sitting there thinking to myself, huh. But I think before I had Roman winning this match, but looking at it now, I'm like, I don't know, maybe they keep the belt on Punk for a little while because I was out because I even asked myself, does Roman need the title?
No,
Because you know,
I don't. I don't think Roman needs the title, but I
no.
feel like it's the only way for the story to progress. Because if you have Punk retain the belt,
uh-huh.
what other option do you have right now with the way things are constructed for him to lose at a certain point? And I feel as if my friend Jay says this all the time. The chase is
You-
better. If the belt goes back on Jey Uso, I quit. So this is where things get interesting because I feel like if you have Roman as champion, you have a little bit more avenues to go down, right? You have the return of the bloodline again, yay, and then you have like other guys to go against it. You could have Punk chase him around for a little bit, and then you get to Oba, or then you get to Gunther. Even I don't know. You could do whatever. If you kind of put the belt on Punk, you kind of limit your options because besides Oba, there's really nobody. You could do Seth Rollins, but again, does anybody want to see that right now? It looks like he's turning face again. Do you do Braun Breaker? Like, do you have a specific plan for that? Like, there's not really a lot of options, I think, because half the roster's fucking hurt. You can't do Bronson Reed because it's
That's the
bisexual.
thing.
Yeah,
You can't.
that's the thing.
So you almost kind of have to put the belt on Roman and say, look, we have no other fucking choice. Here you go. Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going to end up happening. I do think all four belts switch hands, though. I do feel like this is
You
a
have no
very,
other choice. One of the
yeah.
best ever. Go ahead and take the title. No other choice. Okay. Yeah.
I meant for
You
the
don't
story
deserve
for
it.
creative going
You don't
forward.
deserve it. He's
I
not
meant for the
great.
story for creative
Just
going
here.
forward.
Nobody else is here. Roman,
See,
go ahead and
see,
win
see, see, see.
Oh
Here's what
my
we're not gonna do.
god.
We're not gonna take that out of context.
the
My whole context is there ain't nobody on that roster right now that you can logistically say that guy could challenge CM Punk, except for Roman Reigns. With everybody else intertwined with everything else. So, therefore, this is what you have. You might have Logan Paul, but again, are you gonna put the belt on Logan Paul? Like,
I
there's
would.
no other option. I mean, it'd be interesting, but I don't think they want to do that. I
I
do
don't know
think he's a
why.
world champion though at some point because he keeps hanging around the chambers and he keeps hanging around the rumbles in the bottom, in the top, in the last three. So eventually, one of these years, he's going to get it.
They gonna have to just turn him up one day. And it's not gonna be hard because he can do it himself. But
No, he's probably the best example of a celebrity that can wrestle of all time. I don't think there's
Logan,
anybody that even.
yeah, I agree with you on that. I
I
agree.
don't even think it comes close because he's athletic, he can talk, and he's a pretty good wrestler. Like you kind of check
yeah,
all the boxes, and he's a natural
bro.
heel because people hate him. So you already check all the boxes as it is. You might as well try it and see what happens.
If they
No,
let him go, bro, and just let him be him in the wrestling format of him, I think it'll be no problem to generate the buzz that'll take to make them think about putting the title on him. Like
Yeah.
if they don't let him do nothing. They don't let him do nothing.
No, he's just Paul Heyman's lackey right now.
Yeah. And even before that, they didn't really have him do nothing. Everything is really, really controlled and scripted. Like, but he, like, if you gonna let them say and do what they want, let him say and do what he want, and let him
Yeah,
go. Let him
I
go.
agree.
He'll generate the buzz that you need. That Hollywood buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Just let him go and go off. Go off. Let him go
Uh-huh.
off. But besides that, no. Yeah, obviously the only person that can hold it's not about even just being able to be built to beat Punk. It's also generating interest. There's nobody else
Mm-hmm.
that's generating interest other than Roman Reigns on that show that would be world title worthy. Gunther's not there. I mean, I know he's the retiring king now. He's not there. Brock is less appearances than Roman. Seth is just getting back from injury. Braun is hurt. There's a bunch of people that they are counting on that's hurt. That is a real problem, especially on Raw on the men's side. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just as you got to get them, back healthy. And to be honest with you, you probably have to build them back up. They're not going to probably be at full power until maybe summertime.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I keep forgetting we're halfway through March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
that's the other part too, right? Like you have to think about it. Like Bronson Reed got hurt what last month around this time. He's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be out probably till
Not
April.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
That's
about a
it.
yeah
Wasn't even that long.
one month ago.
Yeah.
Who knows with that, right? I think Braun Breaker's come back sooner than expected.
I have that feeling too. I have a feeling that it wasn't the massive hernia that you're talking about. I think it was a sports hernia,
Yeah,
and I think that's like 4 to 6 weeks turnaround time. I,
yeah,
I believe or something like that.
yeah.
I think he wrestled Seth at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I think that's
I
the
do.
match.
I do too, and I also think like you kind of on the Raw side of things. This is where your lack of superstars really comes home to roost, because the division is kind of dead right now, with just Logan in theory running around. Excuse me. Braun needs to come back. Bronson won't be back probably till June. So like
I
you're kind of just hanging in limbo.
I don't even know if June is. That's kind of early.
Well, 4 to 6 months. I'd imagine he'll be
Yeah,
back probably
that's
soon.
healing and then rehab. Yeah, that's probably not until August, September, brother. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, by then the fucking vision might be completely gone.
Well, ain't nobody left.
Yeah. So
I think if you bring Braun back, you make it LA Knight versus Seth versus Braun. Make it easy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did Logan Paul versus him at
Where
WrestleMania.
is LA Knight's match, bro? We're not
Logan
gonna
Paul.
talk about this. Really? They're putting Logan in Austin with the Usos. That's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be a
that
tag team match for the title.
I mean, look, but then again, they also don't have a match for Gunther right now. They don't have a match for Gunther. They don't have a
I
match
put
for
him against LA
fucking.
Knight. Why not put him against LA Knight? If he's
See, I
gonna
think what's
lose,
gonna
might as well just put him against LA Knight.
see. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna have what they should do is that for the Intercontinental title, they should just have a 6-man ladder match, so that way you get everybody in there.
No, I don't.
Because
I don't.
because you gotta find a way to get certain people on the card. You do. If you're not gonna have, unfortunately, this is why I make fun of them, because how do you not have a backup plan for Gunther? The guy retired John Cena and AJ Styles. Like, how do you not have anything like in the back and when Rey Mysterio was hurt? I'm like, that was your best fucking choice.
Mm-hmm.
A guy that gets hurt every 2 minutes now.
I don't think I don't give any validity to that story. Like I don't know why people believe these fucking things. They're never right. They're never right. So I'm just gonna take their word for it. That was Rey fucking Mysterio. Gunther got is a Rey Mysterio match. Get the fuck out of here. No, it wasn't.
Well, I think Rey Mysterio's on his way out too.
Exactly. I go. That's And there's no disrespect to Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio now is not a Gunther match. That should not be a Gunther match.
Yeah, it may not
That's
be, but
low standard of Gunther
it
for
may not
Rey
be, but
Mysterio of today.
it may not be. But the problem is, if they want to continue the whole story of him being the career ender, that's the next logical one. So that's why
You
everyone
think Rey was
essentially
going
has
to
the.
retire at WrestleMania?
Well, if you remember a couple weeks ago, what you said when I said with the "you are cursed" thing, the only way for him to get on curse is if he forgives his father.
So what does that have to do with Rey Mysterio and Gunther?
Ray retires, they send him off, right? And then Dom apologizes to him, and that's the end of his curse. I was under the assumption that he was going to lose the Mega A, the Triple A title, and the Intercontinental
Mhm.
title. That was my assumption because he got Danhausen cursed him. He lost the Intercontinental title. My assumption was he was going to lose the Vikingo at the PLE in Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was going to lose that belt, and he was going to somehow lose the Judgment Day somehow, some way. And the only way for him to really get back to where he needs to be with all this bad luck shit happening to him is if he forgives his father. But unfortunately, I don't think they're going
Like
to do
none of
that.
that happened.
So
None of that happened. He went to Judgment Day. He still
well,
got that other title, and I think the multi-man match for the IC title is going to happen because I think that's how you probably get Dom and everybody involved in that. But then I really wanted to see Dom versus Demon Balor 1-on-1. I did not
I
want to, but
still,
if you put Demon Balor in that ladder match, I think I'll be fine with it too. So.
no, I still think that's a one-on-one match at WrestleMania.
Mhm.
I don't think they really sat there and said we're going to have Dom fight Penta at WrestleMania without having the idea that there needs to be a multiple man fucking Intercontinental Championship match. Now, what I do
So
think
why
does
don't you
happen is,
do Demon Balor, Penta, and Dom triple threat? There you go.
well, there goes the problem. There's LA Knight. There's
You're not
Dragon
putting
Lee.
LA Knight in the IC title. He hasn't been next to that title all year.
Yeah,
You're not
but
putting him in
if
there.
you yeah, but if you do a Javon Evans even like you can do a multi-man match at WrestleMania, just have people on the card. You don't have to like just sit there like and be like no like this has to be this way, because
I ain't
Oh
gonna,
I'm
man.
because
I ain't
Dragon
gonna
Lee's
lie
doing
to
really
you.
good.
I don't think Javon Evans has a match at WrestleMania. So
I think that'd be
I don't think
crazy.
so. Yeah,
I don't think he
he.
has a
I
WrestleMania.
don't think. Unfortunately, I don't. He should, but he probably won't.
Unless
I know
it's the
one thing.
Andre or something like
Hey,
that. Or if they
hey,
do put some type of multi-man ladder match, like you're saying, Chris James, but I don't think
hey,
he
look
doesn't have a
here.
match.
As long as they put all the titles on the line at Mania, I'm fine. I don't care.
They have no
Yeah, you
choice.
can't.
Well,
My match
screaming.
that I was want
I
to
was
get
screaming
to
for
real quick.
this.
My
Go
bad.
ahead.
Sorry.
No,
No, no, go, go.
I was gonna say no. I was screaming this a couple of years ago when the Street Profits were the tag team champions and they were on SmackDown the night before Mania. I hated that crap. They should have been on the main card.
I agree.
So yes, every title should be on both nights. I don't care how you split it, but this is your Super Bowl, your show of shows. It should be on every single thing. All the titles should be on the card. Go ahead, Faye. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying the match that I think they're gonna give LA Knight is Gunther. I think it's gonna be LA Knight and Gunther.
Uh,
He's going to lose it, bro. I don't know if you know, but he's being punished. I hope you know that. He's being punished.
no, I mean, look,
He's being
sure,
punished.
but again, it's Gunther. Like
Well, what's wrong with a
seriously,
Gunther match? Shit, it'll do a lot for his in ring. Every time he
it,
comes up on a goddamn rope, he slips. It'll do a lot for him.
that's the same rope that Finn Balor. That's the same rope that Finn Balor slipped on at the end of
Whatever.
that
He
same
still
same night. So,
he slipped in the main event.
and Logan Paul also said that rope was slippery too. So it
He
wasn't
slipped
just
in the main
his
event.
fault.
Ain't he seems to do this every big match. Something goes wrong. Yeah, sometimes he is hurt. So
Don't steal my line. That's my line. That's my line.
That's all. He is. I'm gonna
But
like this Danhausen
I
thing.
can't
By
wait
the
for
way,
that when I
just
go.
gonna let you know that. Just gonna let you know that.
What happened?
It's funny. This Danhausen shit is funny to me.
oh
It's hilarious.
yeah.
I told you it'd be funny.
This shit's hilarious. This shit is
Yeah.
I
hilarious.
told you.
Well,
Need for him to do a New Day segment too. I loved it. Kofi put fucking the other dude in front of him. Yeah, I'm not cursed. You're cursed. He said, "What over
He's
my
like,
shoulder, dude?"
he's like, instead of eating Bootios, we could be eating curse crunch. I was hilarious.
He's like, "Bro, that was 10 years ago. That shit was hilarious, bro. Oh my god, that was funny." Oh,
well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Wrestling with the Bros. Don't forget to follow us at WWTV 2024. Also, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So when we go live, like we are, I'm dropping everything out of my pocket. So when we go live, like we are now, you will be notified. For our executive producer, Smitty, James, actually Drew McIntyre, DMDB. Yeah, that's it. It's DMDB. Drew McIntyre deserves better. James, also fair. I'm Chris. Take care. Smitty, hit the music. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. The 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros.
Acknowledge us.